Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, AfriCell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, AfriCell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. AfriCell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning, your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yonna Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yonna Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yonna Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yonna Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yonna Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yonna head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yonna branch located countrywide near you.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovorex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests, body composition, hemoglobin, A1C, and many more services with the highest efficiency in delivering results. The addition to our flagship Wellness on Wheels, more fondly known as WOW Delivery Service, brings the entire clinical experience full circle. IGH has remained committed to creating the future of healthcare delivery. Gone are the days of sending loved ones outside the country for basic medical services. Innovorex Global Health offers a new peace of mind and takes pride in delivering the quality of care we all deserve.
Diwli lanni maro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerde ten e ngaldo sabu e ngaldo Ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki nyawloden ha humpondire makko est ce qu'on non e waru
waden no
ane ko Ibrahima ma ko to woni
mo Amerique
ko Amerique a woni kede humpitaki fi be musibe men Baluwo be andanda kala ko wada wonde aduna si arrivi e juude mabbe a jonnay do dépassement Gambia har no weebi aya ata kadi taw ko mbudi din no jawi walla no jippi be halantama ko kala ko falda ko reese sengo nyamete indi neppa maro basal bomde te kala ko rewi don a hendo to harno weedi kadi wona dum don tu be adde jonnira mobile phone siko dum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode di ay cash power be wawma jonnude kadi sa fala on pitade ko weedi etti Google account ma joni data ton wada download app mabbe on ayay kala ko humpi may mabbe ton be webi yama
ka wonɗa wo e aduna on
kala ko wawda
a jonnanay wonɗo ka leydi men Gambia ɗo dépense
harano webi yama si dum no fono nebi immo den joni mi dota ma ka place mabbe janna
waɗen joni
iya heba ko fala
waɗen fisam.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia, Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Biliomatic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books and all kinds of printed documents plus items at affordable prices. With the Biliomatic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
Assalamu alaikum mbari ngolu nga tentukal je baki momo be Kerr Fatou jibe kanyen tembenna alla Politic Kaacha mutanale ne mi alon ka kanale talata o talata ni nyi wato sita don kanale ka Politic ko Kaacha jam andon ka politician ol natale mi alon ko ka Politic ko le Kaacha andon e laftarna banko sambala nyame anke nati jam wala ma official tentuke je baki kanyen programme o fasa ka semben di ke blodum nyim programme ko to alta no 7 ni no 200 don albe of course like mental also la Gambia banko kan jambi ga bay den credit kende kendo itole jim programme o fasa ka 70 anti de buba gajo ka programme o sindiala talata o talata bidum murtanale ne pour ka Kaacha banko la kodo bayren programme o wulta wala kamma na min soto min mo fulol be mo molliti mi alon koy to man no kum Gambia banko kan jam mbuluba karola honorable Saikou Mballow mo be alon politico koto mo be alon ne president Adama Barrow supporter and also National People's Party pour ka support and do defana mo president mo fon la yamar la tele pour funding ki wala karola to mo molti mi alon ko be fe studio kono ave seri jan the National People's Party mara karola dum Nyawuru Komma mo molti mi alon ko fanan atoman nukun Gambia politiko do mole mi alon ko alon tabagale United Democratic Party supporter mole fana mi alon ko ilota politic platform dawda ni ato fo mobe alon ne Gambia bi alon politiko ko ngani mo flo le soto jambi ni be Kaacha of course am banko la ko minkera Gambia la koti ni be Kaacha wala bi honorable ebe Kerr Fatou right now.
Well, I mean, Mr. Gajigo, thank you very much. Barka, ni invitation, ni more invite nyame pour ka Gambia la ko discuss. Adu ngami la democracy ay nininka. I mean, democracy without the media, it is next to nothing. Because people have to express their opinions, express how they feel about situations, And also the other parties have the right to respond to if there are any allegations. Whether in the media are important about it. So therefore, I'm very happy. Thank you very much for inviting me and meeting Mr. Saikou Komma.
Nyawuru Komma.
Yes.
So, okay, for the first time you are meeting. Yes. All right. First, master let's look at the President Barrow Kabea window. Well, ngalone ala force fighting so coalition government na ngoti. Always akanyo for after me na wale mindiko NPP yemansa kunda so to me along kwa defon wale. Nga iba assist nyale kabring ala NPP bansa kunda kuma says ite ya la tamande nyale.
Well, I mean, first of all, our victory one in the history of the political history of the Gambia. President Adama Barrow named victory and then a man sorrow from 1965 having an independent sorrow, from a republic sorrow up to today.
What do you mean, the margin you mean?
The margin that he has defeated the opposition with almost 200 votes above the opposition and then a man sorrow in this. Tonya, in the first era the first republic, Sada the Jawara, like a Ghanaian, definitely overwhelmingly. We all agree on that. Secondly, President Jammeh Fananta Ghanaian, I'm not disputing that. But President Adama Barrow election on the 4th of December, I Ghana will make a buba, war get history in this country. Also, let me add this, our cabinet I made on the war definitely is acceptable because it's very diverse. Near the cabinet ni benyami gambanko bi this type of cabinet lesola. Where we need to go, everybody see yourself in this cabinet. Where we need to see all because banko hani tuba budu ni ko be resisting samba ila banko bukata nyaro aka problem le nati. You understand? Africa races want to jump by tribalism, it can more accused in African democratization process tribalism normally wodeka kujama nasindi Africa political.
For that is ala victory munyonta multi. Yes. Also ala cabinet. Na commence ala opposition or man some ala ganyaola. Some opposition. Still like man so ala ganyaola. Ite wajanyade that igoni mu victory ntimi ala kwa ali asunya.
Well, I mean, Boba. I mean, we make a problem. We expect that is constitutionally was the opposition. Niman song and National Assembly election. Niman song, you have the right to go and question the elections. You understand? Our opposition work, but in Menkera, Moria, the Supreme Court, they have the last vote on questionable elections where they came up with their value. When we need to go. They dismiss. Yeah, so that means.
Based on the.
What matters is a judgment. Here we cannot prejudge the Supreme Court.
There was no judgment.
It was dismissed.
It was dismissed based on technicality. Technicality is not actually.
Exactly.
It was technicality.
Technicality.
For you, it was you are saying
it's not
the election was free and fair.
For the Gambian people and also the international, because we want
to have things to now. Let's talk about the cabinet.
Let me add this.
Okay.
It's not only for MPP or President Adama Barrow. Remember, this election was supervised by. They were observed. This election was observed by the international community, European Union, ECOWAS, AU, and other non-profit organizations. May election observing. They were all here and they witnessed everything that was happening from the campaign to the casting of vote, and they didn't make any question to show that the election was rigged or election was illegitimate. Therefore, the victory was accepted by the international community, including the Gambian voters.
Now the cabinet, Najela cabinet or Tombane, but then more Jamal. Content, but don't be a question also about the cabinet. The likes of more Demasaba. More for following to go among backgrounds of agriculture, but agriculture minister. Are you okay with his appointment?
Well, Boba, I mean, coming from Jawara up to Jammeh, Nia Dube, more being the Yalanko, plus one Marabi. I can name few here. Can you, nobody can question Ko. One month they were on those discipline, on those areas. That was not their qualifications. Look at James Alkali Day. Was handling one time he was handling the tourism ministry. Yeah, James, I'm just giving you a few examples because I don't want to waste your time. You understand? Other people from Meya or Palas Walmart, that was not their area. In the Jammeh time, how many people in Palas Walmart and Jammeh time?
It depends on the performance that the person is bringing in. The most we know that he understands health, right? But then more along agriculture. So that is the difference.
Let me tell you, there are other people also who are appointed on other ministries. That was not their area.
I want us to focus on.
But they succeeded. Demba Sabali, we know. What is important here is we know Demba Sabali is a hard-working somebody, is a patriotic. He wants to make sure this country move forward. There is no point, Gado, for you to go and take Saikou Mballow. You said because Saikou Mballow is a doctor, but he is not committed. He committed to the progress of Ministry of Health. You take him to the Ministry of Health, you will not realize anything.
So you don't have any problem with...
I have no problem with Dr. Sabari managing the Ministry of Agriculture. I know he has the aim and objective to make sure that the agriculture ministry progresses.
What do you make of Demba Sabali Kabriata provinces? Nageleko ye trakitol tala. Trakitol emintara. You know, ya some URR, CRR, but nageleko for Nimasoro, Kianjele Masoro. Is that move okay? Because trakitol mialon ko ye walletano. Jaman bijele boda fonyi la ndula doldo ya jamela time kabring commission be tala. But this time Barrow's time, now understand the tractor mean that amansia. But yeah, some URR and then CRR mafona. Why do you think is that fair?
Well,
because Ale victory by means already.
That's not the issue. That's not the reason why the tractors were distributed in the manner they were distributed. Because we have nothing against Foni, we have nothing against other constituencies whereby even they didn't vote for us. Because what we believe is one Gambia. That's what President Barrow believes in.
Then why did you took these tractors to URR and CR?
Based on priorities, people who applied before, people who applied to the Ministry of Agriculture.
You mean this is application?
Well, the demand was there. If Dr. Sabari at the time of his appointment as the Minister of Agriculture, he found the people of Woolly, applying or calling, on the government to help them with tractors on their farms, and that it's already there on the table. Why should he go and wait for other listing to apply?
But here is the thing.
I am not in the Minister of Agriculture. Yes.
URR after CRR.
Yeah, but
you took it to URR.
Yeah, but
because you have support there, right?
Yeah, but that's not the reason. That's what I'm telling you, Buba. Based on priorities. If the people of URR were the people who applied and they called for the urgency and also the need to have this input, why should I delay in delivering that to them? Until when such a time again we have an additional supply. Then I go into another area.
So they are the priorities. Are they only prioritized? So
because actually because
I know all of them need it.
No, you don't. But was there an application? Was there an application?
Why will farmers apply for it?
Was there? No,
all of them are equal.
No, what I'm telling you is we all need medication. But if you don't go to the hospital, are you going to be given hospital?
Yeah, but it's a different case. It's
no, it's not a different case.
It's a complete different
case. It's not different.
It's a different case.
The people first priority. If you are appointed a minister, Buba, and you found your application lying down from the people of Foni, they want power tillers, 5 power tillers or 2 power tillers. You put that down. Next, you see an application from people of
Baka. That was not the case here.
No, but you are not at the ministry of, you cannot do it.
I know, I was with the president during the Meet the People talk. In fact, the entire country we are complaining.
No, what is being said on the political platform and what happened.
That was not a political platform. Meet the people told it's not a political platform.
No, what I'm saying is politicians came and asked for something.
Yeah. No,
what do we call them?
I mean farmers, not politicians.
Yes, farmers. Some of them are politicians. We cannot dispute that. Some of them who came.
So you mean they are politicians when they ask things that they don't want?
No, it's not. Nobody is saying they don't want.
I don't know your interpretation. So I'm going straight to. I'll get back to you very soon. I'm going straight to Nyawuru. Ibera sirina demanding. Ibe on Kerr. Nga solo le jam. But nga solo pro. Of course, I'm panelo in plans. Ko nga fanyama. Nyawuru ibe on Kerr.
Barka bake bumbaga ko be konton na konton senwala ni to kendo ma fle ko baraka bake pour bi invite comme ya fa nyame ngana ngadi am banko la ko la jube la be dawda ni dawda be jube kan sante live ke fa political kaja programme to be tentula be jayila be technicien on den camera men on fa men be ni programme ko ma me at na mol kan be tentula be jayila comme ya fa nyame na ta jam Dalilo men Komma.
Okay. So wait, let me check. Huh? My. So they could be. Figure it. Where you go? I'm recording it here. Someone done it, right? Then I'm doing it.
Buba baraka bake pour ka invite jambi na janga diamu banko la kola membe banko sambala nyata ni memo molla sula koti mbal tentula bake mbal jayla o kola jube la dunia dawda ibe jube kan san live kel Fatou political la kachala banko do ko le mu mbe fanal tentula be jayla wato menta pour que la mo ni programme technicien on ni cameraman on mel fara ni programme ko no ma mere atenna mol kanje muta masimola bundato be tentula bake mbaye la o kola nem gentleman on nem Mr. Mballow presidential advisor mba kondo na mba tentula mba jeyla comme na ka jamen na rek hadama di ya do le nyama ni rarol si fata je nyaale fata wara be kasunku mena kam banko do ko ani be banko yirwandla mba sambala nyaato nyame.
Thank you very much, Nyawuru. Kabun president wala NPP Mansa Kunda lota and science yala joko nyande.
Abaraka bake ngene ka kuma bala ke jam. Comme ya fa nyame dal ta mo 2016 be de Mansa Kunda le ko ata ngani yote kelende baraka bin 2021 December iganeta election woto President Kalindita, I do go that I find some cabinet law sign Adam Boroma Sakunda. But I can't only get a Kubati, or Kalise Okono Kavate, Kalita Animbi. Tonyako Anim in Bangkok and the realities on the ground is not reflecting to Menkafo. I don't mean lie it for a moment. Haramadi Moniade. Modu ndaku kono ne ali modu lalele ko jikite la kato fay be balu nyame fon kono wala be sono yala an ay bo manku to do tay na manku do to pour yiri wala karola isaje hada madi mol balu nya sono ba nyen kan se o modu yala na mo be ni bako kan ko o Mansa Kunda karawala karola wo jata kende ala karola wo na tanko la karola wo na balu nyato wo fenne mantra ta kan anyam abe ni nyame ajawata woto da man fitiati so wala mo comment di karseo dal ni be baro access ba wala amambo ko da defol nin karseo tambila membe ndere ni banko ka hani be mo fol da gena jawyata le ka tambina be non da men dizaine na basic commodities ni o mo da mano tulo jabo pompitero mo la ko buka ko nya ko wano men ngena ko ma da fata no mo men ka so nande wala fuerte isanto ni gazola wo fanan be tembo mento abe manko to mento biyanin alhaalo men banin karse ko man to ita kelente bari mbebe jim banko kan ne jam dañu sambala la ñokan a ketam be ngala jam it's an open secret so ni ko be baro assess la wala ni kari se tambilal imam do ko da defol dama ko ketalo be wamu ke ba do ko manke
so daw mo e kamin ko le min ko okay dunia ni kole ya be dula belto nga barola moyle ko ala address to ya long ko wala ko but then they are working on the actually economy but it roka basement ko le min ko kole ya be dula belto is that with you
ya long wo muku molti mi ya long ko ntol imanya na fala ntol dunia dawda manza kunda tamanta nyame anaka tama nyame moy be yalla 2019 kurawol naka dunia kam men nyapita mo bi kam mo me yilla ni kudol nata auto ko semben yandi wala isafo no ha but 2022 after sanji saba muna dunia kulandi dunami do be ko laari bi kon kaji felo la karol
Ukraine ko
yalla ndela fam mole men understand Russia Ukraine ila facto dunia la politiko kono dunia la Baluwo kono munen ilo dlamu min tolt Russia mo be yelo ne they are one of the biggest producers of oil, lubricants, fuel in the world. The oil market virtually they control the major chunk. That is a fact. Moto was wanola. Ninata Ukraine, they are one of the biggest and the world's largest producer of some grains, not all the grains. Wheat be wala kon. Now stable food is not wheat. Mafoko ibuka mano du kubantene na mamano poto jijabe membala made in Ukraine. Nego fuel da sell to dunia be kono, but this month the fuel prices in the global market has hit its 8 months low. Dunia be kono. We are seeing it every day. You go to the stock market, you look at the price of crude oil, Brent, Dauda. You go to the NYC stock exchange, you go to the FTSC stock exchange. It's like that. So sign. Mun dalil le batin na jam fuel na seleta Gambia price o men mu problem o de men mu jakal ko muna na nim fe men da selta banko kan jawo bu kaji hani dunia marso be ya jindi to the ground janta bu kaji ka to sando mu ne ko sab it should be immediate, it should be corresponding, it should be related, because it will resonate like anywhere more understand. It is not something it can produce. Dunia mo le ko produce. Ika wazi mene ko wala tinere da lafa. Ka to adabe ko le ari marse to dunia be da. Sa na daji na muna na janga da ka jija. That is something me alonko ayente jomolindire adu moba ansa fono wato wat. Ne manta kunara mo kumandi ikatu excuse dira, it is not an excuse. Roto Russia. Rot building road Russia. Fuel Russia. Mano Russia, Jabo Russia, Pompitelo Russia, ex Russia, and we know all these countries don't produce what we eat from. Nico Pompitelo, Jabo, and egg is coming predominantly from these Scandinavian countries. Holland, biggest producer of egg, Pompitelo, and onions in this country. Virtual. Germany, Denmark, they produce this luncheon and beefs for us. Ntola do muru kabura me ngelonne natural wal kabo dame wo manke Russia sa ko Ukraine. Majority of the oil we consuming are vegetable oils.
So Nyawuru ite amera mu
ika bona nyim banko le kan kamem fo
munem problem moti nakara ma
même problem moti Gambia la problem is very simple, molbe I understand. They have very brilliant scribes who will write the best programs, the best projects, the best ideas. That's why it's very rare. Even at our NGO level, you know, the Gambia NGO a request from an agency or a donor agency are reject. They are good at that. But what is the problem is when the money comes, do ko nyanda kake implementation o nyanda kake ye busuro dati. Kakodo sam ka tala nyotema misplaced priorities.
Fonyim abe mansa kunda ba kekan.
It's an open secret which department of this country is not being labeled and is not being called into a scandal. Tell me. The most important sector in this country is the central bank. They have a scandal that is yet to be addressed. More mass of the investigation report only. Bank they ought to know what is happening, what is right, and what is wrong. GRA scandal, Gambia Post Authority scandal, GNPC $25 million scandal. We need to know those things. Those are very important issues. Mele alonko banko la sula ko leng banko na fulo la kafoje amanke mo kunkili nati. Project will be done. They are incomplete. What is happening? Mele alonko ko do jota do ko data amamba mune bekeri. Our health posts and centers and the hospital are like dead traps. You go there, they cannot even have simple. That is unacceptable. Yalong niko 52 years yaja mela wato ha nyinebeke karnunjang ya jawala wato nyinebeke. That doesn't make it right today. After 55 or 56 years of independence, we expect Gambia to be changing like other countries in the world. You cannot take us back 20 years. Imagine a general teaching hospital in the country will run out of sterile gloves. We run out of running water, and it is not an allegation, it is not an assumption, it's fact. The board of the hospital said it.
Yes,
those are things that are not acceptable. In the country, you go some minor tests, they will tell you go to a private clinic. That doubts me. When you go to Abuko, 3 a.m. in the morning, you find people being outside since 2 a.m. just for CT scan. Whatever test you go, they will tell you go to AAQ in Carnifing. What is happening to the government? Okay. Even it has to be a cost-effective program. Okay. The government should be able to provide those facilities for the Gambians at a minimum price for the layman, the poor man down there in our village in Nyamina Kudang to be able to have access to that. That is something that is incumbent on any serious government. But these things, they are inexcusable, undeniable, is factual. We seeing it, nobody can make it right. Okay. And there is no tweak in democracy that can give you a right over people when the country is in this situation.
Honorable Diamata about appointment sol President appointment sol melke mo jamal bijele yes he content dolale but then demba sabali la appointment o mo jamal questionol nyininka ala Gambia dingol. What is your opinion about ala cabinet I mean Tombo?
Now opinion is popular. That is the popular opinion. It is a cabinet tailored suit for you do me, I do you. I did something for me, I serve you in a capacity. When you're looking for votes, now I should be paid. Yes, the Greeks said it.
That even
you do me.
You think the president is compensating?
Yes, many people. In fact, I will cite certain ministries.
What vice president is he compensated?
I will cite. Yes, I can tell you. I will say he is. He drafted the document that created NPP.
No.
That's an open secret.
But you mean he drafted
Yes, he drafted the document that instituted NPP. Nobody can dispute that. No. I have concrete. Concrete factual evidence that is undeniable.
But how can you back this?
My friend, I know that man very well of being somebody who is having a wonderful, impeccable character, but he is in a rogue system. And the only but I can have against him is he is in a rogue system. But when you look at his comportment and his acceptance of the situation on the ground, is different from the president himself and the entire cabinet.
So what do you
mean? The vice president who stood in front of everybody and accepted that things are not working fine with us. We have to fight and curb corruption. We have to readjust and recalibrate ourselves to deliver the goods to the Gambian. And there is no room for leisure or for being lazy.
You mean by
in a government
regime, more compensate?
Imagine, you said it here. With all due respect, it is a policy-making position. It is a very important position as a Secretary of State. How can you appoint somebody who has done his entire life in the midwifery job and in the nursing job? You appoint him as an agriculture minister. What does he know about soil science? What does he know about even samples coming to him, whether they are genuine or not? These scientific terms. When you tell him Guyane, he knows it. It is a medical term. Orthopedics, he knows it. But agronomy and other things, agriculture, he will tell you what you're talking about in their scientific ways. Electrical cyclosis, what type of tree is that? You tell him, he will have an issue with it. Because he has never worked under an agricultural department for more than 20 to 30 years he has spent working, because I know him from the days he's working at CHN. Mansakongo, that's long time with many people. But what background does he have? You want to tell me the entire Department of Agriculture spending on development and recruiting people, human resources, send people who has gone to the highest level of academic achievement and qualification and competence? You have how many PhD holders in the agri department? How many scientists are there? You want to tell me they don't have the they don't have the institutional knowledge? You know, in every institution, let me tell you, the most important thing is to have the institutional knowledge. Or you have somebody who has the institutional knowledge of how to operate that particular institution. You work with him in tandem. It's very important.
Thank you.
He has no institutional background. And you ask him certain things also, like the agricultural equipment.
Okay, I will get back to you. I will get back to you. Honorable, I fendole for Mialonko akuma rabaki wala Mialonko Gambianol beba fakan. That is the high cost of living. Ko molko fengol sertalen. Allah mansa kundarole. What is your take? Abe bim faka wala nyindiko ndola staple food you know mansa kundaka bim for about Russia and in Ukraine, you know, amantra bokanje and in Fenjamal bije Mialonko kayus yang amantra bokanje. But still mansa kunda is blaming Russia, Ukraine for this. Munem Allah mansa kundala problem wati miatina fengol be dabe kafukan imantra jika.
Okay, Buba, and I hope you will accord me the same time that you accord.
Of course, it's the same.
My counterpart.
Yeah.
Because he spoke at length on many areas, allegation of corruptions, and also the Russia war. Now, Mandi, let me speak in Mandinka. Sorry.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, me focus saying about economy problem. This is not a Gambia. Gambia is not an island. Gambia manke island to dunia. This problem, Senegal is suffering from the same pain. Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, Ivory Coast, Liberia.
Yeah, but let's talk about our own problem.
No, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know other countries.
Just to give the viewers the picture, because here I'm not speaking to myself only. What is happening is people have to know. It's our responsibility to make sure that let the world know whether if you have Nimbe Faniala,
Now, is you talking to the citizens?
Yes.
About the country, the Gambia?
I have to tell them first. I have to tell them what is happening. The dunia member caring. What warrant Gambia economy problems? I have to tell them.
Okay. Yes. That's what.
Wala munyintiko molbe ya long COVID-19 nada the outbreak of COVID-19 dunia be suffer. Ngamira is nobody can question that. Dunia be suffer including Gambia. Kumana mol buka tama mo jama buka nano fang. We all know that. Wo damma I economy ning sophisticated. Gambia economy. It was sophisticated until the international community has to help us support government, third world countries like Gambia and other places. Ngamira wo mo bele wo witness dang mano nata, tulo nata, even money. President Barrow Tata, I mean he makes so call honey million ko that was not an opposition because opposition ko or supporters ko Gambia barely benefit almost. Mano nata mune wo waran because of the COVID-19. Adun hanika be that COVID-19, we can see the aftermath of this COVID-19. People are still suffering because of this COVID-19.
You mean the high cost of living is still COVID-19?
No, let me, I'm coming. I'm coming, it's part of it.
No, I'm just asking, ko fo, nying da fengon la da zero. Hansan coronavirus lam problem oti.
Bemenna is part of meyalonko because money boita, ni takita boita, kanaju be boita damin. Itakita damin je fana yofi. Why is it that be na economy be bataka? That's what we have to talk we have to mention consequences men yalon ko wole nyi sabu mune wo sabu wole mo nyinti ko covid-19 nata wobe bankan damin to Ukraine and Russia wodunta dulal be mutata right now nyimbe men fokante Mr. Komma be men fokante we are not talking about we ntolbe balukan manola from Ukraine who talks about that but mune atinna
but mano certainly
no let me tell you mune atinna wo keta because dunia kata right now there is a sanction on Russia. You understand? Man for alialon there right now. There are warships. Me yalon ko dula jama muta. Nibe tambila fang. You have to go through screening. Amante ko benyamin first time. Yena do e mano sarse ibida kan Africa because they nyile men suspect wole mo nyinti ko ibe arms le sambakan I mean you are smuggling arms to give it to either to the Ukrainians or Russia. They are trying to build up a counter attack to the coalition who are defending.
So things has changed. But Allah Sakunda. Ale tax bondi mano to le mialon ko le kana. Ale tax bondi jele, and that was definitely a good move covering aliake. But still now, molu mi expect kan wolem nyindiko business la aliya jindi. But then imagine Mansakunda ye action tawo kan. That's why Molma understand.
No, Mansakunda is taking action.
What is the action?
Mansakunda bedulal klikan. They are talking to businessmen. Ka mesos dube.
That was a long time ago, Cabrale.
It is a process. I mean, Gajo, this is a process. Yeah, understand. You cannot just get a dictatorship government. Dictatorship government like a woolly drone, Safoko, Eta ila bitiko to fang, ya soronko imanya nanikela.
But there was there should be an agreement, right?
There are policies, and guidelines, landing. Any civilized, any democratic government, you don't expect I woolly drone, Kafoko, Mole life, sign, Mole Sali, Niwatola, Mole Niwafu by force.
No, that's not actually the case.
We are not doing that. What we are doing is we are giving them guidelines and policies. We go after them, we warn them, and then we discipline them.
You are the president's advisor. Kabring al ningil businessman ol sita pural ni kacha. Janel ba fole ko mbe tax bondila mano kanne purai ke tax free. There should be an agreement. Al nim businessman ol tema is either ale agree ko okay mano nyin dental ba data la lale. But then still now, in Molmalong, what was the agreement with you and the businessman Cabriale would discuss ale mano ale tax bondi ye nyimbe mu kodol timi along ko nyanta muranum banko kanne. But then among reflect molkang. Now the question is, what are the mechanisms pour ka jeko nying kodo mi along ka be fokan Gambia la ay muru molkang abe muru no la molkan nu nyame wala nyindi ko e ba nyim businessman ol natare mano talano at least the masses milalong ko lebe on the ground iba sannale at a lower price but ngajele ko abe lafakan ne andu nata santo abuka muruna. What is the problem, and then what is the government doing?
This is what I'm telling you. This is a process. You see, democratic governments work with principles, and also they make sure they do things in the right way without using any means of force on the people. This is what is happening. Now, President Barrow of government is a Democrat. Same thing, President Arab Banko Bitan, even the way other people are behaving, more Jamaica laughing because Gambians are chronic with being bullied. Some people are used to somebody government and bully wrong. I bully, I opposition bully. People they are miracle. What I think that they think Barrow all these things are happening. Barrow Besiri Abuka Mol Abuka Kuke. Mr. Gajo, remember now we have genuine democracy. With the businessmen also.
We are talking about the cost of living.
Of course, that's what we are trying to reach. We are trying to put it down.
We understand there's democracy, and Gambians give them some democracy. So I'm saying about what is the solution that the government is giving?
The solution is we are taking measures. We have asked them. We have taken levy taxes on distinct rice importations.
It has not reduced, yes,
and other things.
What are the other things?
That's why they are working. The Ministry of Finance is working with them to tell them
that. Do you know that this was before the presidential election? It was the first 5 years of the president.
What?
That he lifted this ban on rice.
On rice.
Yes, tax on rice.
Yeah, but then if you look at the price at that time before the presidential elections, if you look at the prices then it was not as high as high now.
Yeah, it's getting higher.
Let me tell you,
it's getting
still
higher.
because it's still high because also the consequences that I told you on the aftermath of the COVID-19 and also the Ukraine and Russia. That's what the businessmen are telling us. Now, even we are finding it very difficult for our ships to come now up to Gambia, Africa, because of the war, Ukraine war now. And we understand that. So we have to work with them. We cannot just impose by force on this businessman. You know, you have to sell this, otherwise we close your business. That is what is happening. That is exactly what is happening. We are working with them. We give them deadline.
Are you empowering foreign businessmen than Gambian businessmen?
Let me tell you, it's liberal business. Here at Gambia, not only if Gambians are doing business outside of this country, why should we stop foreigners?
No, I'm not saying, I'm asking a question. Whether empowering foreign business than Gambian business.
We want to make sure that Gambia is a democratic state, whereby every businessman.
Gambia is already a democratic state now.
No, that's what I'm telling you. We cannot condition.
The question is,
if you are qualified, if you have the qualification to invest in Gambia, why not? If you are a Senegalese, if you are Mauritanian, if you are American, if you are Japanese, if you have the qualification and you have the resources that to invest in this country, and you have a good moral character, why should Gambia stop you?
No, I'm not telling you to stop anyone. I'm not telling you to. What I'm saying is, Gambia no le business lal sotole, you know, foreigner fanang mialong ke business wala biya. Be minna. Falbe mol mialong ko amanke Gambia dingol. Talbe wole albe sementu yandikande purka business o Gambia jang.
We are giving everybody, Gambian businessmen.
Gambian businessman Jumale empowered.
I am not in the ministry. If I were in the Ministry of Finance or Ministry of Trade, I would have given you the list. I don't want.
You mean a list?
No, I mean to give.
Not the big.
But if you want,
I know the.
Because I don't want to.
I know the big businessmen in this country.
We gave Mr. X.
This right importers.
Yes.
They are not Gambians.
Who?
The rice importers.
Do you want to tell me there is no Gambia right importer?
Tell me one.
That's why I said I cannot give you a list. I am not in the Ministry of Trade.
So,
if I tell you here a list of foreigners,
is it the case
that I don't have the list? That is not how a wise politician should behave.
Listen, you go to listen.
There are some politicians who will just get up and talk for the
sake. When you go to Senegal,
and me, I
the businessmen that are doing business,
yes,
their names are not even hide. You tell a kid, this is the person. The kid will tell you, yes, I know him. I understand. But Gambia jang ni aje ba fala okay mbaranga listo nati el Gambia dingo mi alon ko be business or fo man sakunda recommend ya support business or iba to folale amanjeri list. That's what I'm saying.
I would ask.
Then you are not
as a journalist.
I don't answer questions.
As a journalist, I would have wished Jani Benin Kosoro Nyirinkala, you come up with this and tell us that businessman is from Mauritania. Business Nangam is from Senegal. This one is from this. It's only one Gambian. You should have come up and tell me that.
I'm not talking about.
So I am not. How can I answer this thing? I'm not at the ministry. I don't see the people who are registered. I cannot even tell you who is
so you don't even know the business.
A registered businessman.
You don't know the rice importers.
Who ordering rice.
You don't know them.
I don't have the list.
But you don't know them.
I don't have the list.
Do you know them?
No. I know. Knowing somebody, so seeing somebody involved in rice, do I know whether you have the authentication of
it's a surprise that because you are the president's advice.
Presidential advice, but you don't deal with.
You should be able to know the rice importers in
this country. If I need anything, I would, before I talk up, that's why I'm telling you that I would have, if you would have.
No, but you
tell me,
I can't.
Mr. Mr. X, as a journalist,
listen. I can't even provide that. But what I'm saying is, as the presidential advice,
tell you these are the registered businessmen.
So who
are ordering rice, who are ordering onions, who are ordering tomatoes, who are ordering tomato paste. I mean.
Okay, now
and there are Gambian businessmen
let's go back
like Abubakar Jawara. There are many Gambians who are doing business. But I would have loved you come up with the business. I tell you, the Gambian who have legitimate businesses in this country.
I'm talking about what Gambians need right now. The basic commodities, the high cost of living, rice and others.
Not only
I'm talking
rice.
about
Gambian needs rice. Gambian needs oil, cooking oil. Yes. Gambian needs palm oil. Gambian needs onions. Gambian needs potatoes.
So we need this, and they are high. So apart from ka tax bondi mano kan ale muneke pour ka jende.
Well, that is what, to my knowledge.
That is the only thing.
That is to my knowledge. They might. That's why I said to you, they are engaged. The people who are responsible right now are working with the businessmen. Unless I get the latest, I will not be speculating here for you. Because if I speculate on something, it moves. Yesterday, what they agreed last week, they might have moved to another level this week. So if I tell you this, a businessman call and say, no, now is this. So that means I am not up to date because I don't have the list of what is happening.
But did you agree that there is a high cost of living in this country?
There is a high cost, that is everywhere, worldwide, including Gambia.
There is a high cost of living.
In the Gambia,
do you agree that people are suffering in this country?
People are really suffering everywhere these days because of this economic problem.
Nyawuru talked about corruption. Do you believe that there is corruption in this government?
There are allegations. There are allegations. Every accused person is innocent until proven guilty. That's what Nyawuru must know that, according to the law. You can accuse somebody, even murder. Why is it that when somebody is accused, people see him fighting with somebody and killed, and they say he's the accused person?
Yeah, but in the actual sense,
until proven
in the
guilty.
actual sense, you know that he is the killer. By law, he's accused. But in actual sense, you know he's.
I have seen people who are involved in shooting somebody, they end up being free. But I will tell you one.
I understand what you are saying.
In UK, in America.
You see, I understand.
Just one case.
Now listen, I understand what you are saying.
Just one case.
You see, more jeno jande memina. Moya bun kidola. I fa ite nyala.
Yes.
Ning luwa ma muta ko atele afa.
He's not.
Abe innocent ren.
Yeah.
But ite mimbi je ite miyaje. It alone ne ko
but it was
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It alone ne ko atele. So saying all these allegations.
Yes.
Allegation jamal le fintita mi alon ko di balle duntaje. Andum atol milbe do ko wala man sakunda.
Yes.
Milbe president office ministry aning saradani la mbe ton table to Gambia ding ibe mu kilinete nyen kodoto.
Yes.
But scandal balle be fintir mi alon e fintita.
At the KMC there are serious scandals. No,
KMC multi young. So we are talking about the government.
This is
KMC multi.
No, let me tell you, this is our government. Let me tell you, when you are talking about it, you cannot isolate KMC.
No,
we are in control.
Okay, now let me tell you. You can.
What I'm telling you is
no. No,
I want to. I just want to.
Let me come.
No, I want to mention where
Why did you start with KMC?
Allow him. Because there is an allegation there also. They are not proven guilty. But I'm counting.
I just don't understand. There are allegations that are higher.
Are you defending the UDP?
No, I am not. I am not.
I think you are defending the UDP.
No, I am not defending.
Because otherwise, why don't want me?
No, but I'm just surprised that you started with KMC and then people are not here.
No, it is just out of simultaneous.
Okay,
I'm starting.
Okay,
mention, and you don't want me to mention.
No, I would have seen you started with the biggest.
Okay, let me start. If you want that, I will mention and come anywhere.
No problem.
I will start. The highest that I am hearing is about the Gambia Petroleum. The Gambia Petroleum, whereby there is an allegation. Even that one, I cannot tell you this thing exactly what happened, because anything that is under investigation, I cannot tell you it happened.
The Petroleum saga, they have already.
Okay, wait, but you cannot judge them.
No,
you don't judge.
The ruling is already done. That's what I'm saying.
Journalists don't judge people.
No, I don't
Make
judge.
so until when there is a judgment on the person.
I doubt for honorable. Okay,
let me come.
English for Gambag. Let me for Gawale Nyindiko. Gam Petroleum saga. Man, for you could understand right now the way things are going in this country, because it seems like if you come demanding the Gam Petroleum saga, it are a key to all. Do you know that?
No, but investigation is back to investigation right now.
No, I'm for it.
Yeah, I know
that.
Jojo ya fai. Mansakunda ya murundi back to investigate.
And in fact, Pharaoh was government's fault. There was no proper investigation.
You know, but you cannot judge them. These are still they are under investigation. We cannot say the policeman Kerr is government thing. As far as they are doing their job, allow them to do their job until at the completion. Then they come to us. We will look at it. We say, in fact, from this and that and that and that is your fault.
Gas Petroleum saga aning you started.
This is what I expect from you. But if you don't want me to,
no, you can go ahead. If you don't, you can go ahead.
In Nyawuru, When dry boats all women feel uneasy. Chino chebale ya safe. Kabin nga KMC ma ngaje you people are not comfortable.
No. Me. Nyawuru didn't even talk. What I said was,
I say allow him to land.
He said, let me allow you. But KMC multi-jang, that's why I don't want to break
No.
To be fair. But you can go ahead. You started listening.
KMC is on it is with UDP. I think he's representing the UDP.
Well, yeah, I want to come here. Are you done with him? Now,
no, he's not done.
He has given you more time than I do.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Now,
I'm looking at
listening.
He has given
you have started.
No, you are complaining.
Honorable. You have started listing this corruption scandal.
Allow me to mention.
You said the Gam Petroleum.
You are giving more time than me.
I started game Gam Petroleum.
Yes.
I say serious scandal. Investigation is on right now. Ngamera, you agree with number one because left just start. Number two, post authority allegation BJ is under investigation. I had many dulal me yalon ko problem on Kennedy. You understand? Ngawo moyle. Nga moy fanan KMC wo fanan million jamale filter je me yalon ko ila doku lal fan le funtira wo allegation funtini. Ma fo aketa follow until and unless conclusion is made. You understand? BCC allegation vale keta je chocho keta kujama keta mafoko aketa amake unless a thorough investigation or a commission of inquiry established by the law I conclusion ke ntese umbalo ntafono la tarile nyinke nyinde keta. But these are allegations men yalan ko Gambians are looking forward pour ila conclusion yena.
Do you think this government is corruption free?
There is no government that is corruption free.
So there is corruption in this government.
No, what I'm telling you.
No, I'm talking about your government.
What I'm telling you
is there any corruption in your government?
We don't have corruption.
So you said there is
nobody
no
is proven.
No,
as far as we are not proving.
You are contradicting yourself.
Yes.
You said there is no government that is corruption free.
Yes.
You are saying there is no corruption in your government.
You know why I say that? We know munati nangaofo. As far as we are in government, niwo hapunta. Ntafo la wote ke nola. It cannot happen. So because if other governments are throughout the world, we cannot be an exception in the
so there is
right now there is nobody found before a law in this government of corruption.
But is there any corruption
under this government? There is nobody.
But in other governments there is of course corruption.
Some people are found guilty and sent to prison. But this government, nobody yet.
Yeah, maybe don't you think that the government are taking these cases seriously?
They are taking it seriously. Very seriously.
I know of
they are investigating.
Banja is going to court. I understand that.
Well, those are all. That's what I'm telling you.
Banja is going to court. But about these the other allegations that you've mentioned, we have not seen government doing much.
We have seen that. That's what I'm telling you. This government is doing our best. Since the transition period, na commission on Londijang. We have established commission just to make sure the Gambian people get the truth. Wala atina nga jane commission Londino. Wala atina with TRRC faranga Londi. Ya understand? We are katikang pour konya e funti. Ya understand? Wala atina people like the former presidential minister Mamadou Sabali. You will be funti at the jane commission. Because they were all involved in corruption activity during the Jammeh time. If this government has not done that,
okay. Nyawuru, is this government corruption free?
Buba, I will have to answer to Mr. Mballow's claims step by step, and I'm disappointed. I think he should resign.
Why?
Mr. Mballow, disappointed. I think he resign as an advisor to the president. He is not only an ordinary advisor, he's an advisor to the president on youth matters, I think, and sports. Or youth, even it's only youth. Hanata will drone them. In other countries in America where I see he resides for so many years.
You cannot
I'm coming.
There is nowhere in America.
I've given you a lot of time, so let him. I will come
I've never interjected. You know, I don't. No, but you have time to do that.
You will have time to respond.
When you were saying things here, even I wanted to say something, I didn't interject.
Yeah. Yes.
I allowed you to say all what you wanted to say.
Okay, go
but
ahead.
I have, you know what, Mr. Mballow, in fact, I said this reason for reasons, and I will put to him, and they are very factual. He can't deny them. I said as an advisor to the president on youth matters, even alone. In other countries like in the United States.
But now, why do you want him to resign?
I am coming there. In other countries like the United States.
No, he has the right to what his opinion.
Yeah, or they will allow him to.
You know why he should? I'm disappointed. I will tell you all the time. You know, even last time when I came here, I repeated it. Mr. Mballow should be apolitical in his functions. He's not he should not be a politician. One disappointment. I know.
He doesn't know.
As a political advisor, you are paid from the consolidated funds of this country. Your performance and duties are akin of the civil service.
He doesn't know.
You might be an appointed political advisor or an appointed youth advisor, but your functions are political. The person you are advising, you are not advising him on politics. You are advising him on youth, and those youth folks are not only NPP folk. You are not representing a party. You are representing the Gambian youth. When you're talking about anything in his portfolio, it has to be Gambian youth, not NPP youth. His function is not.
He didn't mention NPP youth.
But he didn't mention anything like NPP. I didn't say he mentioned it.
Yeah, okay.
But so, you know his functions. He is.
Who mentioned NPP youth?
No, allow me.
We are talking about
Mr. Mballow.
I think what we mentioned here is about the economy.
Wait. Mr. Mballow, everybody know it is an open secret. You are more of a politician for NPP, Adam Barrow, than an advisor when it comes to youth.
That is not correct.
Very correct.
That is not correct.
Because you know why?
For UDP, that is correct. I am not surprised in UDP. UDP most work for no. Okay, I fulfill what I am supposed to do.
No.
Let me public officer.
No.
Let me come now, please. What I'm saying is,
but he's out of. Just let me come.
Just let me come. You are of course you are advisor to the president.
Yes.
And we respect your position.
Yes.
And we are going to respect anything that you've come with. We are going to accord you that respect. And equal to Nyawuru also is a politician.
He's a politician.
I also want you people to respect me. If I give you the platform, you talk.
Yes.
But allow him
you are
to talk. Then I will get
No.
Yes.
I didn't.
Nyawuru was telling me to allow you to move.
Okay, let's go. Time is going.
I didn't. For me, I'm a that fairy type. I don't shy away from when to interject. But in this program, everybody can see I'm not interjecting.
Okay, let's go now.
Whenever you saying, but I'm saying the reasons why I think I'm disappointed in you and you should resign, because you president's advisor on behalf of me. I'm a youth. You advising the president on matters affecting me. Mr. Mballow la doko dikita more of ka Adam Barrow agenda, political agenda le fasa than ka yamari funding ke wala kuoto. Because our activity is viral. Atata Dauda, political campaign, what he was doing, it was not youth advising. Yaitandala Kojang, to member caring, farmers to, it's not a political to. It is spent and it is in the budget 2021-2022 that every year, Mansakunda, Lua member in Bangkok and Namalan constitutional assembly president Praneta and Dobal, Menkata Senal Tandi, Kacha, il a problem la manfa idea political what. So new advisor of the president, that is even a mistake. It is unconstitutional. Imagine a political kachala. It's spelled out clearly ko political manyana kakalaje, but you do otherwise and you cannot celebrate that. Itemo funding ke la advisor. Ngajele ko safaro la bunda nyimbanko ka momo be maka woto nyanta ka wolonne. It's part of his TOR. Anyanta ka lonne. Cause doko ani wafiro ani business o funding ke le kake. Adoku bundal be funding ke la kamaral funding ke la yamal la banko kam president koto munanda o man company long mel ya long ko nyanta kamano nati nyim banko ka anyanta ka lon ado abada bo nda ku kana nyanta ko le jabi jang na do na manol be foreign la bula long futa trading kalilu wage man ke gambia not ye priority mel diala ni adi anybody la gambia kono jam mel mu businessman ulti mel register they will be able to bring rice. Cemento tata wado double sauce be for single sauce. Mo tantal le kanati ni banko ka mol be kata wolle bo. Wolem problem ultim wol nyanta ka mem fo man sakunda nyanta ka wule ka mel address aka allegation le mem fo ka fo wol manke allegation te afo Mr. Mballow you withdraw. An audit report recommendation is not an allegation, it's a fact. Kulunkoja National Assembly unaccounted impress ye kodo men di la pruni tamata inyanta ka nying impress o ya dundi kukono watu wati ya dundi kukono receipt le nyanta ka tala kur ka bako pour ya murundina ne dala stallu le di la yo dépasser dala standan le domo je yo tango murundina ye kayto li tan di la ko tannano le domo ye na tallul do di la pour la do ko compter million mo nin kononto wuli keme fula National Assembly la park pay Public Enterprises Committee yo le muta ya detect iba fara mo allegation le uñum corruption le be keri audit report by tan la ko million jolle jota man sakunda la bundal to melia lonko they don't have the proper documentations and they cannot be traced iba fara allegation. Which allegation is that? Allegations are things that have not proven. Gambia da ko commission of jane commission ha mo sabale mo jolle fota di mel they are still working with the government. Recommendation of men dite ma apply because mo sabal time ma samba court they went through the recommendation you wole upheld muna na do the recommendation do mel di la mo upheld you bula wole do ko ke wole pick and choose cherry picking democracy wole be ni banko ka ate fere bi public servant le mati abe ala dafo yitandi kam president la ba face à la politique mo do li o kele bondi la pala solta bota kalama ko be opposition olete nati o right soto mana
ko de mare bondi Nyawuru ko mo opposition olete
ya mo pay jenne during the presidential mo suspend the port authority we posting a political view of a party bylaw
I so ko ya bay because of
suspend. He's a public servant too. The parastatals fall under the same cap. Because they have been provided there, they have been formed by an act of parliament. They have a board. He is under the same cap with Mr. Mballow.
No, we are not the same.
You are not a public servant.
We are not. We are just a
civil servant. No.
Can you give me?
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Yes.
You can confusing anything. Are like ministers.
You can jot that down.
I'm not confusing anything. Go.
Yeah.
Civil servant.
So what he's saying is public servant and civil servants are not the same.
Public servant.
Ministers can participate in politics.
Yeah, let him.
They are public.
Public and civil are different.
Honey, even a civil servant. I'm not in an argument between you, public and civil. Even a civil servant has a political affiliation. If that doesn't interfere with his application in his capacity, he should not be treated and witch hunt because he supports a social party. Like you support a party. Nobody is giving you anything. My friend, the minister is supporting Barrow.
So what do you say? Natra ngema wali foka wale mnyindiko. Masakunda mimikega milbe NPP support kang.
Wale ibe plasto.
No problem.
No wale democracy ta
what you say?
Yes.
What about the opposition? What?
Ni mo be opposition ja. Ni mo be opposition.
Muna mela proof to you.
No proof be nga side lady and the more be janne Gambia Port Authority. They support the party's the president's party openly Femboka Kela. More than they post in Facebook. They were suspended. Their letters were on Facebook everywhere from the guy. That was the Baluwo, who is the senior admin manager at the port. Avantage and suspension.
Yeah, he was suspended.
Yes, he is reprimanded because I post like on the election to show his support for UDP and Usenodab. That was only his crime. When people more senior than him are supporting the president, talking on political platform to support the president. Muna name all federal ke onyama ika for la democracy. Gambians didn't vote for that type of democracy. No wole bayjak. Akajing allegation wole banki allegation wole mu fact lati. Ni audit report e fe na ko ale nyum bulu kabuka ko wole keta. It's an audit and the National Audit Office is a branch of the government and is thereby an act of parliament. It is professional. Ni asamba ka query so like come and clear, you will be given a time after an audit report to clear yourself. If you are not clearing yourself in the due time that is presented to you, you are culpable. Ale kaitole kodole kaiti manna ko sambala demo atata bula subu manna samba manna.
So Nyawuru lafta ka dunjang
ila moy rombe dunna jele ako corruption.
No, Honorable, I give you more time. Honestly, I give you more time.
You give me more time. No, I have my watch.
I mean, the Madi Nyawuru for.
Concise. Adumbe memfoka jamolbe ya fahamle ko. Ale banko fail. Alen fe alkani corruption o mem for KMC. Thank you for bringing it up. Amanke KMC staff, the Gambia government staff lem.
What do you mean?
Senabu Martin is a staff of the Ministry of Local Government. He is just in KMC there, working on the council, but his letters come from the Ministry of Local Government. Musa Dramelala bost. What time? Scandal menketa mobe ala naketa nyame. If that is the government's fault and wumula embarrassment let. Ado amanda wala rek. It went up to the court. Another court. It was struck out because it was given. May I not go to face because you should have done a report. There must be a case, an proven case of corruption for you to open up an investigation against an individual. The individual concerned is saying Abu Martin, investigation. How can you investigate MC? You cannot do that. Oh, there is something foul play left Menkela. Because it's Senabu who went and entered into an agreement with the bank to seek for loan on behalf of the staff, and the staff said they didn't assign her to do that. That is obtaining money by false pretense. Why they want to divert our attention to something else?
Okay, all right.
Corruption. Nimbankoka. Akao jane commission report jollebe mansakunda tablo kay munekeje. Dr. Banja alone is the person in the civil service men somebody court for corruption and in Juba. In allegation on the reports have been concluded. Gambia Post Authority report operator Juna.
Okay,
that is an open secret, Mr. Mballow. You should be. I think you are behind when it comes to issues like that. The Gambia Post Authority.
Okay, so the police are saying they are investigating.
You know the Post scandal is in two phases or it's not one we're talking about. Yeah, that has to be clear also. Gambia Post Authority scandal make killing today. Duplication of receipts.
Karisto ke fulati.
Ka fulati wo ketara nu.
But I'll come back. I want us to exhaust this and we move. So
Mansakunda is not serious about corruption. They are part of it.
You mean the government is
the
part
government is part of it. Can you give me chance? Project all membi jata kamel for Banjul. Janite be allegation of la menketa BCC. Hadim gela Banjul contract akaya MP35 $40 million. Ngama do kula janibe bungo dat la lola santo ka foundation of folosi. Etene juma jaka bungo start santo ka jindi duma. Wol mampare do ku wala. Hadim gela do ku nyame aka Banjul is only Banjul. Capital be ko di sifadi le do ku sifage you go scot free. Nilu mena Banjul float ni banku do lem Hadim gel should be to court to explain why. Because you must have a proper drainage system with that amount of monument jot. It is going to be final. Hadim killing is owing the GRA 155 million. Yes.
Hadim is not paying tax.
It's said by the director general.
I am surprised.
No.
Were you at the conference?
I was
at
there.
the conference. You are there. You are there for the GRA.
No, GRA was there. Listen.
GRA la director.
No, listen. GRA. Just let me come. I was at the press conference, and it was fact checked. Have you read that fact check? I think DJ is here, right? DJ did that fact check. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it is found that Hadim Gay is actually not.
My friend, don't tell me what the director say. Me, I'm not interested. You cannot defend it.
Listen, the director cannot support Nyala. I reached Hadim Gay. I need Sannangam. I need your Sannangam.
I'm offering tax areas maybe 155 million. I'm offering.
Okay. So now I will get back to you. Thank you very much. So
let me
Thank you very much. I'll be Kerr Fatou le jibe kang. Nata I'll be program o jibe kang. I'll see stalls and Kerr Fatou Allah comment box so balado I'll be stall jele je na le stalls and wol benna program ol mako ela bakele mi alon kon ka wala ke Kerr Fatou jang. I'll star jamal set mole momo ka Politic Kaacha program on momo ka Kerr Fatou program on ma. I'll stall sen Kerr Fatou aballa comment box so balaje dron. Na le star sen wobe kala kuti mi alon ko abe mol mako ela bakena program ol to Alsta Jamal Sen. Nyawur, nga song saying, okay, about this corruption, laftale ngata saying, President Ola, briefly, we are going to talk about the maternal mortality rate. President Okwabe Jika ne Gambia jang. But then, Jibos la last report ye mintandi, min labanta ka finti, wale mnyindi ko amantra Jikang. But President O tata National Assembly de min na ko abe Jika ne. For Ministry of Health le diala, but did at first for latale ko maternal mortality be Jika ne in this country.
Yala mbuba ngame mvoyengo reality on the ground anin fiction aninka fengo sugar coat angale kan fomena ka fengo sugar coat ka kumo fomendi ata mol tulo ata mantra sotari wole be keri nyim banko kan the statistician meli yala ko wolle mata ka data collect imagine mel pareta ka data collect wol ko amanta jiri ite men itata national assembly ko obe jiri minto yela data bomi because worker data menta they go to the hospitals yalong mortality rate bejele infant mortality bije maternal mortality bije o maternal mortality kalon damen timbundal to anin timmuta dulal to mojol le ka fa tingoto ite ko be jika nyim banko ka luwolu mol nya bala kare fata jana soma tingoto kare fata sukuta tingoto kare fata burusubi tingoto ite ko be jika minto mafa not in this Gambia. Ni mo ko fo fane ka molle suga ko pour ka kubo fo molle membe di ala molle tulore comme ni banko la bolo be nyame ngo misambalo e o fo jen ko Russia and Ukraine, my friend, the Russia and Ukraine, they are in the Mediterranean. Until we are in the Atlantic, our goods come through the Atlantic Ocean. But wrong. I have to answer. There's no
let's move on.
Analysis has to be.
Let's move.
We are here to discuss the country.
Yes, the
and my analysis cannot be confined.
Honorable, now you move up to mortality. He's going back to
maternal mortality.
I'm just listening. Maybe he's taking an example of something. So
maternal mortality into auto address, but coming for this is very key.
Okay, then if you are ready, you move on to
ni Russia, ni Ukraine tema, they are searching what is Gambia's business in that.
Of course they are.
No, our goods come through the Atlantic Ocean.
Of course.
Not the Mediterranean Sea or the Mediterranean Ocean. Go.
Okay.
Russia.
Thank you.
Russia. When you come from even United States of America, into they will come through the Atlantic Ocean. Understand like Europe, Gambia la situation or the Gambia where it is situated on the map is at the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean. We don't have a problem of people or ships coming to the country because we are virtually covered on all the sides by the sea except when we are surrounded on the other three sides by Senegal. The mouth of the country is the Atlantic Ocean.
Thank you very much.
Our goods come through the Atlantic Ocean. What is Russia's war in the Mediterranean has to do with us?
I will get back to you.
Mr. Advice. It has nothing to do with
maternal mortality. President Okwabe Jikane.
But control Nyawuru first.
It
seems you can.
No, but you
interject. No, you are the
honorable.
With all due respect.
Definitely. Move to Ghana. E pare akoy ko sobdia pour inte
pare memu ba ko la suko ko le jabi
tol be nata wala la
sande so fe mo nadia de
nyawr say alira moyba say
nyawr na jam pour ka banko la pot
nyawr listen
ante fana nata jam pour ka
men dia de la pot o jabi
sa ite damane be diamo la say
honorable let's talk about this maternal mortality mbe damen saying tambita about this cost of living tambita everything la mbe damen wala president wala third national assembly.
No, but I have to. He dealt with Hadim Gay. He dealt with certain issues.
So okay.
Last on mortality on maternal mortality.
Remember, you were the first person to talk. He was responding. So, but I will give you time. I will give you time to.
You are the moderator. If you want me.
No, you can briefly. You can briefly go ahead. No problem. It's fine. I can give you time.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
At a main footing about this corruption, he mentioned about Hadim Gay, what is Banjul. He mentioned about KMC, Wole Munyintiko, Martin, in that case. I think he mentioned those. I think I should have the opportunity also to dwell on.
Yeah, that's I'm giving you. So let's move before we. Yes.
Here, the KMC is KMC. We are not dealing with KMC Kafoko to single out an individual, Wole Martin. Yeah, understand, Miss Martin. No. Who is the head of the KMC? Wole Bensouda. If there is anything going wrong there, who is responsible? If he is a responsible leader, if Bensouda is a responsible
Atala intercept.
Huh?
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
If he is a responsible leader, Lembe Kekan Nunje, for Wanyanta Kelal. He should have stopped that immediately if he was monitoring. Then he and head of this place, Kerr Fatou. Momo be men Kanja, what is happening here? If I am capable, journalist Olba, Fitarol messengers, I should make sure I monitor and know what is going on.
There was an investigation panel.
So that means
about the case. KMC they were investigating it.
No,
yeah, but they were investigating it. Are you aware?
It was done.
You are no. The reason I said this is because you are saying that this way you are going to investigate.
Let's move.
And the way you can move.
Let me move on
on that. Okay, all right.
Because I know that one. You people are allergic.
No, not
you are allergic.
We are not.
No,
anything touching KMC.
You know, as a moderator, listen. As a
servant from the central government. As a moderator,
it's your guy.
No, Bondi from KMC.
It's your guy.
Okay, you can move on. You can.
Musa Drame's sister is your sister. You are all the same.
So, Nyawuru, please allow him to go.
Okay, let's go to Banjul now. Hadim Gela case, ate a baby in folk and when we go lack of paying taxes. I mean, with due respect, and you as a journalist, Ibijen
Mundo.
At the Sadauda Kairaba conference.
I was there, yes.
Kabire Banjul Lako, they said a big conference. I mean, I saw you there.
I was there.
Yeah, of course. And you saw. And you were given the opportunity to ask questions. Journalists will be to ask questions.
I asked a question.
You saw the GRM director for summoned. He was summoned to come and give report.
I saw the GRA director. Yes.
He was there. Didn't he come with receipts? Kabir Moria question, government question.
But
we want to know whether he's not paying.
There was a fact-checked report. Are you aware? Did you read the report?
Well, let me tell you.
And
fact checks can make errors. This
one is
made by who? An opposition medium house.
What do you mean opposition? Malagan is the #1 investigative platform in this country.
But the director. What is more important than the director who is managing the Gambia taxpayers' money?
Misleading information.
Let me tell you one.
Buba Gajigo is paying. His receipt is here.
All the time.
Is that not enough?
No.
We trust him. That's why he is.
He was contradicting himself.
No, he did never.
No, he did.
No,
he did. Because he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. I letter was Safeno. I first letter I mean Safeno. I mean Tandi was these people were not paying tax and they were luatinyakan. So another 4 months akundala press I wouldn't know. Yeah, another press conference or they were paying. And that's why the fact check is saying
detected it.
They are not paying tax.
This is Buba.
This is what I'm asking.
Buba.
Yes.
Ni atara janning abinaje janni o time o besila. Ala report of what those people are paying is not before his table on his desk. Ako iman tax jo for amaje. Ni o fudara. Don't he have the right? Pura funtika for Nilbe Jorola, Yajo Watunangam, Yajo think Woleke, Mr. Daboy
Woleke. Country is very easy to prepare receipts though.
No. It's very difficult. Thank you. Now let's move on. If you don't trust our government civil servants, they are managing our money. Then
no, but we don't trust them.
No, listen.
We don't.
We should trust them.
We should not trust
them. Because they are here to help us manage our funds.
We should not trust them. They are the most corrupt people.
I know most of the Gambians, some of them don't trust them. And you understand.
Majority.
And the reason is because there are a lot of scandals And probably that might be the reason, and nothing is coming out of this. But then now, let's talk about maternal mortality. GBOS is under the government. They are saying maternal mortality is not going down. Okay? But the president went to the National Assembly and said it's going down. Which one is correct among these two?
What that president said is the right thing.
GBOS is lying.
Yes, was. Of course.
GBOS is under the government.
If you people have the right to question our taxpayers here, that they can make error and this and that, we can also then have, maybe there is an error in GBO. Yes.
I never Mr. Mballow is a politician. You should not be advised.
No. You have right. The government. Seriously? Somebody managing the GRA, you have question with him, you come with me?
Yes. Because they found culpable on several occasions, giving misleading information to society. That is not factually true.
You're just joking.
When we did the fact-checking mission, we know that we had a program here. Ahmed Jita of NPP, your brother, was a witness, and you know what he did? Statements like this can agitate the people who are working professionally. One Mr. Manja I can remember.
Yeah, Mr. Manja.
Text to say, Ahmed Jite, don't insult us. We are professionals. We are doing our job. We know our job to our fingertip. Maternal mortality is not going down. Don't give false information to Gambians. And nobody can change that.
Mr. Manjang said that.
Mr. Manjang said that. So the president should not appoint people and undermine them.
Tell Mr. Manjang what the president say is right based on data.
With data. Who gave him data on maternal mortality?
Where is that data from?
He got it. I mean, the right people from the Ministry of Health.
No,
from the Ministry of Health.
Gambia Bureau of Statistics.
The president get his report from the Ministry of Health.
No.
Okay, all right.
Thank you very much.
We have to move.
We have Buba in this country.
Yeah,
the government is not even a serious government. Come, let me. Look, Ministry of Trade. All these issues they're talking about, price of goods, commodities, are all trade and interregional trade and integration. The trade ministry and employment, the most important sector of the society, is under daycare. Somebody is supervising that place. They don't still have a minister after 8 months. Is that government a serious government?
Okay.
Do you want to address the trade issues in this country when you have a caretaker?
So
minister, that is the minister
we have a very important topic.
Justice overseeing trade.
We have a very important topic.
Deputizing for them.
Talk about. Saying, let's talk about President Walata America. let's talk about that. Ngalone ko President Walata jele Gambia dingol finditale ye demonstration okay. Allegation all finditale ko President President Watara through the back dole pour kata mitino ni attend a lot of allegation to me so it ala visit je ñaare
yala ala visit to UN General Assembly is a mandate that he should be attending, but it is not compulsory.
Let's start with the delegation
of mentat but he mo be yala is open secret. When you go to a conference or any general assembly, including any other general assembly in the world, people who have a stake, people who have a direct input, people who can do a bilateral for the country, people who can present a report or lobby for something on behalf of the country are the people who are supposed to be in that team. It should be a sizable one. But why you grab presidential advisors, people working in all the different capacities and taking them to New York?
Why do you think that the presidential advisor shouldn't go?
Why should he go?
Why should
the political advisor to the president? Why should he go to a General Assembly meeting? The General Assembly meeting is for head of state and foreign affairs department. Is he under those departments? My friend, Mr. Mballow, you have to accord us that we are not dumb here in this country. Those who cannot read or write. Can you tell me he can read or write?
He can read.
He cannot read.
You can read.
He can't read. If you want to put him through that litmus test, I will put a wager on that. You bring him, write him a letter here, let him read.
Okay,
I challenge him anywhere, even including McCarthy Square, that Dusano cannot read or write a single stanza in English.
Okay.
What value?
So you think that Atitano?
Amanya Natala, Alataji, Yala Momo, Elatabla, you should add value to what you do there. Hey, Mansakunda la depasso na la kudoka, bundika, depans kuko no mea lanko amambangu mol na fa una fata wala. Ndata America the Manhattan mbita Apple Store video la je mbita mburol bodla je wo masi je. That was not his function. That is not the function of a team going for a General Assembly meeting in New York. Misplaced priorities.
That was after his mission, after his job.
Okay.
Which he was free.
He has no job.
Honorable, let me comment.
What he's talking about.
Kabrita, you have problem with Mr. Honorable Dusano going. Kabri
I have a problem with Dusano going.
Yeah, demonstration.
Yeah, demonstration of UDP Gambia.
What about the demonstration? Mbefutala UDP Gambia. Kabra mutana president evo. But Kabra for your demonstration is it genuine?
Very genuine. Yeah, whenever he said it here, he has confirmed the reason for the United States demonstration and protest is genuine. Because he alluded to the fact that the living condition in this country is very hard, like in any other country. But we live in the Gambia. We can talk on behalf of the United States. We representing Gambia. Gambia we rep. So he has confirmed that those people were saying the right thing. That the Gambia is hard.
And also there are UDP.
Conditions
and also there are UDP.
Whatever you say, UDP are Gambians. You are no more Gambians.
That's why he said. That's why he said.
When UDP were fighting a dictator and despot in this country to bring sanity in this country, some people you dine and wine today were serving the dictator as their arch and principal whip. Let us not go through that lane, because when you go through that lane in 2016, that is an insult to some people's struggle. When Sidinja is the deputy speaker in this country, you cannot tell me anything good about Barrow's executive, because you forgot in those days when those people who were protesting against Jammeh, including the government spokesman Sankare, were good citizens in those days. Because today they are whining and dining with Barrow. That's why
Sankare was fighting. Among those fighting, he has a newspaper, Gambia Echo.
Wait, I don't say, but he was fighting against a system, not an individual.
Yeah, so
he was fighting the EP. North Carolina. He had a newspaper, Gambia Echo.
Yeah, Honorable, I will get back to you. You will answer these questions.
What I'm saying.
The president is saying that these people that were protesting, they are UDP Gambians.
Yes.
Do you believe that they are UDP?
I'm Gambian. I'm UDP Gambian. I'm very proud. He should forget. This is just like shooting yourself at the feet.
He said
Adam Barrow was in the UDP
Gambian.
His Excellency. Wait.
They were behind 3 years job.
I'm coming.
He said no, they are planning
whatever he says
in November.
Even his failure, the failed OIC project, is because of UDP. The Securicure project that they're collecting $20 from people coming in and out is UDP's doing. You collect money from people without even giving them receipt. Where is that money going for? Where anywhere in the world, where can you account that money? It's corruption. Corruption starts with the president there, telling us that is your contribution towards national development. All that is UDP. The problem in the hospitals. The problem in the hospital is UDP. When UDP people were in the country, in the capacity in ministers or vice president, the economy of this country and the level of people buying rice was far cheaper than when they left. They left after 3-4 years. Still is UDP. The cost of living is still UDP. You want to tell me, Mr. President? Hell no. Then you are in for a bitter one. And he's shooting himself at the feet. He's forgetting that it's only the 2 last years of his 5-year tenure, and this year he's not been UDP. He's forgetting too early. Before, from 2005 to 2016, 2017, 18, he was still UDP.
Honorable.
So if he says they are UDP Gambians, we are proud that they are UDP Gambians. We don't expect that from a president. That's why I'm saying that I'm citing that of the government spokesperson. In 2016, they were the people out there to protest against Jammeh's system of rule.
Honorable was protesting in the US.
In Jammeh's system.
I saw people reminding. Wait. But I think he has some evidence.
I'm coming. Jammeh's system, some people, I'm not disputing anything. I'm saying, those people protesting in those days, if people protest today, why should they call them names? They are Gambians UDP. So UDP people, the people in UDP, what I want him to understand. So the people in UDP, they are not Gambians. They are put together.
No, but the president said UDP.
He should not have said that. He should have said a cross section of the Gambians protested against me. So all those people there are not Gambians. They are not Gambians.
They are Gambians.
Nyawuru, Gambian UDP. Gambian UDP.
Let me address this. Let me address
UDP. Sorry, Nyawuru, I'll give you one.
You know what doubts me? You know what doubts me? The people who hated Barrow before are the people who like him more now. I don't know why. Because they are in positions.
Can you
when we believe in Barrow, Mr. Barrow didn't believe in Barrow.
Seriously?
Yes.
But he was fighting in diaspora.
After the change, when we believed in the potential of Barrow, he didn't believe in Barrow at that time.
Why did you say that?
Ask him. He will tell you why he said all what he was saying.
He was against Barrow?
Yes. Ask him.
Okay,
what he was saying against Barrow in those days. Okay. You know everything. That's why social media is one of the most important archives for people.
Okay,
when you say things, you write up things against people, they keep it in record.
So is it true that you are not supporting
they are dining and whining because they are in position?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
It seems you cannot control your...
No,
I'm not saying anything that
what I'm saying
I'm not going back.
Is it true that we are not supporting the president?
Initially.
We have a little...
Am I starting there or because I want you to accord me time.
Yeah, you will have time. You will have time. You will have time.
Because
I'll give you the same time.
We started from the demonstration. I want you to start there and start.
No. I don't do what you want. I do what I want. I am the president on my platform.
You are the president of
exactly. So I'm saying, where are you against the president?
I have never against the president. What I did was I was supporting a candidate. I was with President Adama. I supported President Adama Barrow 2007 candidate in Jimara under UDP. I was the first candidate in UDP in 1996 when we registered UDP on the 13th of August 1996.
You were part of the people who registered UDP.
But registered UDP. My voter's card is there at the registration and nomination of Hussein Udabo.
So why we are not supporting the president then?
When it came, now let me come. How it comes? Because I was with UDP from 1996. I stood for my candidature in 1997, February and January 2nd, as a candidate for UDP. Understand? It's a long story. Just to give you a brief history of this.
Exactly.
And then bala up to whatever.
Why didn't you support the president?
When it come up to 2016, around June, we were trying to get a candidate in the UDP to contest the election.
You were still UDP?
Still UDP.
Okay.
I put my funds, what I did in UDP, even Hussein Udabo didn't do that in UDP. What I contest. Because that's why I brought the proof here. That when Hussein Udabo was locked up.
The camera shows Charles.
When he was locked up in jail, Saikou Mballow went and printed and organized human rights organization to fight for his release before something happened to him.
Which year was this?
This was 2016.
2016.
I have Femi Peters. We are arrested here for not obtaining a permit.
So at this time you were in America?
This time I was in New York City. This happened at the United Nations. I took it to the Security Council to make sure Solo Sandian and others, they are jailed. I told them that to help us.
Can you come close to them? Yes, exactly.
Get these people released. Solo Sandian we want him dead or alive. With my organization, top human rights with my lawyers. To make sure these people are out, let me call on them to help us. Because we don't want them to die. That is because we are in two hats, a human rights head of Organization for Democracy and Justice for West Africa, and at the same time belonging to a political party.
So that was the reason why you were not supporting the president?
That was not the reason. The reason is president selection was later than when I supported Mama Kande. Mama Kande formed his party prior to the elections. Then UDP never select anybody. They said they are going to boycott. We had a conference called in the diaspora that UDP, we didn't agree among ourselves that we should contest, we should not contest, we should boycott. Because Hussein Dabo is arrested, we should not contest. I said, for me, even Yaya Jammeh brother, same mother and father, if he's going to contest against Yaya Jammeh, I'm going to support him. Because otherwise Yaya Jammeh will find a way to plant somebody and declare himself the winner. We want him out. I said I am calling on Gambians to get serious political parties. If I get anybody who can contest, hence Dabo is in jail and UDP is not contesting, I will support anybody regardless of Where are you coming from?
Then why did you refuse to
Then
support?
Mama came and called. Mama heard of that on Freedom, and he called me. He said he has registered a political party. Me, I'm going to contest. I heard you saying you are going to contest. You are going to support challenging of Jammeh. I said my support is with you. I will support you because UDP we have no candidate.
No.
So you didn't campaign for President Barrow.
Point of correction.
It was after that they came together and President Adama Barrow was selected. After when Mama has already pronounced his interest.
But Mama refused to join the coalition.
That's what that is after. You are talking about after. What I am just telling you, I'm just giving you a background of what happened.
I want to remind you.
No. I will come. I will come.
UDP did their flag bearer selection in their last Congress before 2016.
Yes. So let me come. I just want
before 2016. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Adam
coalition is the coalition.
You're talking about two different things.
You people are now going back.
No, Mr.
Okay, now I just want to establish one thing.
Yes.
What was the reason why you were not supporting the president? It's because of you joined Mama Kandeh at the time, and Mama Kandeh was the first to come out, and then UDP did not agree to select a candidate.
Can you understand?
Yes.
Can you understand? Me, Mama Kandeh, and Adama Barrow. I can tell you that we are like we are family members. We are born in the same area. We are brought together. So at the time of Mama pronouncing his candidature, Adama Barrow was not selected as a coalition candidate. Let me tell you that.
But was he selected by UDP?
Yes. Who?
Yes.
Barrow.
It was after. That's what I'm telling you. After UDP selected him.
Okay, it was after.
It was after. Just before elections.
Nyawuru is saying it was not.
No, doesn't know what it is. I have everything on record, Mike.
I have things on record here.
I have things on record.
Okay.
I have how this political how the coalition was formed. Everything is in my hand.
Now let's talk about let's talk about the president's trip. President wala trip o kata America. Ye delegation o jenyade.
Delegation is okay. It's very normal. The Momo Tataja among this delegation, people, they had responsibility to do. People, Nyawuru be me fokante might be at a malo. Among the president don't nyanta. There were so many functions.
What the president have?
There were economic, finance and economic functions. Me yalonko conferences. Me yalonko they were happening. There were women.
What was Dusano's role? No, listen. What was Dusano's role?
No, but yes. If he is not listen.
Yeah, no, please listen. Yes, he's coming. What was Dusano's role?
If you want me to explain what happened at the UN,
what was Dusano's role? He was a political advisor.
Dude is a political advisor. Dude went there and he met with his political counterparts. And they discussed about there were Senegalese politicians.
It was not an NPP sponsored trip.
So there were.
It's not an NPP sponsored.
But to make sure that there is democracy, genuine democracy, and respect for rule of law. Du was there to advocate that. That we are there
for the Gambia. For
the Gambia.
No, NPP.
For the Gambia.
NPP.
For the Gambia.
I refuse.
No, for the Gambia.
Nyawuru, please, can you listen? Let me just come.
Not Gambia.
Is it for NPP?
Dusano went there. Let me listen. He cannot.
Listen. Let me ask my question. You said Dusano went there for the Gambia. Now tell me. Just let me come. Just let me answer
my question. You are asking me, not now.
Exactly. Now
he got Dusano Tata Jeka to represent the Gambia on political matters. And he model discussed to me other African politicians and he will meet her. It discussed her for stability, democracy be bambanda nyame.
No, Nyawuru
You've not seen that.
Okay, I have seen that. I have seen that.
What I've seen.
Nyawuru, please,
it's not that.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Ngami je wala mnyintiko angajele ale Dusano wala NPP call ye meeting osorole. I've seen those meetings. But can you name and where maybe the time me alonko Dusano ni wala meeting osoro and it should not be a secret meeting because president wa meeting all milk ke ngejele. So Dusano meeting jumale ke mi alonko is very important for the
Gambia. During the UN, Dusano and in African politician Jamale.
Meeting jumale.
These are not like it's only the president and in ministers. And in minister
president for meeting milk all finti da mobe ya.
President meeting Google president minister from Tiaya Jamme. If you go there through the UN TV web, you will get it. up to now.
Kamunje?
President. Well, it will cover it. They cover it and put it on their website. I can send it to you. Up to
so what is your proof that? What is your?
Do sign your like the other activities. Jama and you Jama la meeting hall. Ku Jama. They are not well publicized like the president and the minister.
Now, why did they publicize their meeting with the NPP militants there, but not the others, not the country's interest?
That was not publicized by the UN. That was publicized by.
No, I don't mean UN.
Then you do sign of having a meeting with the Gambians. Kafoeko ala barka, albe democracy support kan. Is that not helpful?
No. But then they had a meeting. I don't have any problem with the meeting.
He was talking to Gambia.
Yes, he was actually attacking some.
I spoke with some politician in the UN.
Honorable, now can you talk? Honorable,
MPP.
You are talking to me.
MPP.
Can you listen? You are talking to me, right?
No, but talk to him.
No, but you are talking to me. Can you listen? Now, what I'm saying is,
no, tell him to.
I meeting on Minke. Ngajele ko ani NPP la meeting on. I oppositional attack le. I don't have any problem with pro NPP meeting also. But what I'm saying is, munati na wo meeting olu. We are seeing them out. Dusano a meeting also miyalonko is for the country. Hani natalo for mo mfinde ko ning karile meeting also wala motani meeting wala for this purpose. Do you think Dusano a meeting okele? Dusano ya sambale drong because
I'm just asking. Okay, you don't have to question that because saying you expect me to do Sano meeting okay.
What is the evidence?
Evidence I will search. You can search on the UN meetings. Website. You will come across.
You'll never see Dusano there.
No, Juma.
Even state house meetings, you'll not see Dusano.
No, it's not there. I'm telling you, it's not there. No. I was following from the first day.
No, Jama meeting soto.
No, Meliwa. I was following from
Jama meeting soto. Imagine.
This is Mr. Mballow.
Meeting Jama keta for ya jeli.
Mr. Mballow.
Ani minister ya jeli. Imagine.
You are so defensive that.
No. I'm not defensive.
You want to be a defender.
No. Yes. No. But you cannot just say Dusano.
Mr. Mballow, with all due respect.
I'm just asking. What is your evidence?
Any Senegalese politician, any Guinean all. Senegalese, he met with some Senegalese and some Guineans. I am telling you, some Senegalese politicians and Guineans, they were talking about especially Guinea Betembo mental. We all know.
You don't need to go to UN to discuss that.
No,
you don't need to go to America to discuss what is happening in Guinea.
No, but if
okay,
thank you.
You did it. You know what else? You know what else? Mr. Mballow, with all due respect,
with all Mandai Soto, go and talk to Malian politicians and Senegalese politicians.
With all due respect,
with
all due respect, I think any presidential advisor going there will not add any value to the team, but including you, when you go there per se, for you. When you go there, when you go there per se, one thing I will not say.
But you see, he's taking it from.
One thing I will not say. That Mr. Saikou Mballow cannot read all right. I will never say that even you are there. But for Dusano, he cannot read all right. You cannot defend that.
But he Mali is Mali. Mali is Mandinka. Senegal is all. You can talk to them and they understand. Forget about carrying a Model BJ Mankaram Bari politico. So you can learn from them.
Manka politic kuto.
You do some political Malianol. Ali democracy bunya. Guinea. Ali democracy bunya.
Samana president Barobita Malana Mantanyo.
Let me finish my interview.
Baro going to Mali, he should have taken due to discuss with the Malians and the Guineans. So shorter and easier.
How do you
cost effective?
Baro a statement of the president of UDP Gambians instead of Gambians. You were part of the protesters in America. UDP.
You never said that. Let me tell you, because until the protest, near the protest, we involve activists. Honey, more my friends, lawyers, they are there representing journalists. I can show you the pictures. But because they were concerned what is happening in the Gambia.
After 22 years.
Because I'm asking,
I'm asking about the statement now.
No,
are you okay with the statement?
I'm okay with the statement simply because demonstration men kerajang. Moma fa Gambia, I mean Buba. Nin government buka mo fa. Nin government abuka mo disappear you know. Nin government abuka mo muta di bama dinka ay toto. So why until wole atina we were demonstrating ni aje nil bekera. munatina because we were concerned ibe mol mutaka marie fage ya funtindi o e mari toto ya understand like they the hydrogen that's why we were standing day and night ka jeko ni nga moy ko kari mutata don ko ni mawuli ha may bi ka mari city bari ni dia muta UN safere okay ani state department ni safere ka silande e mari bula ala kairola ani baba lignol that's what we did.
Okay, saying laftale nga close jamdo
so now ñil men funti da thing these people are purely people are president Menfo I told you for they are pure UDP because
then the president has a problem.
He has
a big problem. A problem with that tell
honorable please honorable NPP no can we listen it's difficult to control two of you it's difficult because therefore you are interjecting so it's all of you so now lafta kada dame wala nyindiko
you are not fair
recently please
when
listen.
you call us UDP Gambians, we call you NPP Gambians.
Recently, Mbela Flyer conclude Janges Saranyon. Recently, Ahmad Jide Tara live.
No, let me deal with this.
Yes, yes. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
You are jumping to
No. You have already answered the question. You said you don't have any problem with the statement. That's what you said.
I have not, but I have to elaborate.
No problem. Now you are going to answer. You are going to. Okay, now you are going to answer to that. Ahmed Jide is saying, tribalism nal me keko in NPP as abeje tumbunale. It's one of the statements I mean when the Cabrera live on Facebook. I want to know whether there is any tribalism in NPP. The accusation is all Jamal Mialonke but UDP Tara Baroya saying Imantaraji Atolebe Barobara in state. No. Listen. Listen.
I'm listening to all this.
Listen, I am not saying I'm not going to say that. Understand the question. Can you listen?
Yes, but you are trying to say.
Can you listen to the question so that you understand?
I'm regular follower of what is happening.
Can you listen? Understand the question before you answer. Ahmed Jide is Ilamoy. Ako. Nalme Keku. Tribalism lebe NPP tumbun I go for it.
Ni ma keku. It's a warning.
Thank you very much.
Ni ma keku.
That means I don't can.
No. Ni ma keku. Mandika kamo. Ni ma keku. If you are not careful,
why is he saying that statement? No, he's
just warning ko because party don't wole fa.
If you are warning, maybe you have seen the sign. So say, but is there any tribalism in NPP? Is there any tribalism in NPP?
There is no tribalism in NPP. There is none.
Are you people fighting with the UDP guys that went to Barrow?
Who? You
and CDJ, the Masabali.
How can I fight people who went to MPP? Why I am? Who is more than a UDP than Saikou Mballow? All these people in UDP today, some of them might be 2015, 2014 went to UDP. Me, who took when it was tough going under arrest for we formed UDP. We nominated Dabo. I contested election. I was arrested. I took Jammeh to court, to the Supreme Court, Justice Umar Al-Ghali. Who is more a UDP than then, if that is the case?
But I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about...
Now we have formed a party. This is a new party. There is no UDP in MPP. Everybody who is there has the philosophy of MPP.
No.
You are either from GDC, from PPP, from GPDP, from UDP.
You don't understand the case. I'm not saying they are UDP. I'm saying
yes,
the people that left the UDP and joined NPP.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
The allegations are you are fighting them. In fact, President Fabusane Samba foreign.
That's a good post.
Seriously.
He's like an ambassador of the country.
So sign the mill, but UDP.
Don't you know that they are more powerful than Saikou Mballow? People who are manning embassies. They are more powerful than Saikou Mballow here. Don't you know that?
He's not manning an embassy. He's a consular officer. There's an ambassador.
His voice
is not an ambassador.
No, but
he's Mr. Mballow.
No, don't underrate it.
No, I'm not underrating. I say he's not an ambassador.
Babu B, I sembo men soto. Usenu dabo ma sembo soto.
No.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
He's representing a country. Babu B is representing a country. He's more powerful than other political leaders.
That is not possible, Mr. Mballow. The biggest political party in this country. No. The biggest political party in this country is UDP. You know that what you are saying. Obviously, Mr. Mballow, with all due respect, you are just trying to undermine.
A councilor general in the country, foreign country.
But remember, science yes, sir. Please,
and the leader of the biggest political party in the Gambia, former vice president, you compare to somebody who is a councilor officer.
Now these are the people
you are not doing him justice. I'm disappointed.
A councilor general.
Now, honorable, can you listen? Science Saranga say.
Ebe continue ke kan ne ite melke kabidi struggle be keri
ye
postal print ye struggle ke 16 years you didn't do it more than Usain Dabo physically financially and Apollo because he came in America 2016 Usain was here physically he was attacked and tortured and jailed.
Yeah, I will give you time.
If you cannot control your forum, can I come? You cannot control Nyawuru be wuli can do attack.
Yeah, so now this is Sarano. I think I'm finished with you. I'm going to Nyawuru. Can you? This is Sarano and I go to Nyawuru.
So you are quoting me. I
You want to go there for 30 minutes.
I don't have actually.
Look at the time when you started.
I started to explain.
No, but honest, the time that you have taken, I think Nyawuru didn't even have that time.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, honorable. Thank you very much. I appreciate. I appreciate your comment. Nyawuru.
I'm not surprised because I have a UDP who is more powerful in this forum than me. That's why I'm cut off.
You are not cut off. Actually, I have given you
because
time.
If you ask me about the demonstration, let me explain. Whether they are Gambians, President ko Gambia and UDP.
Okay, I give you 2 minutes. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead. I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
May I allow you to go ahead?
Okay.
So, okay. Now, please don't interject.
President Memfo, ako Gambianol demonstrator in ako Gambianol ya bendu in America. Ako akontanta bake. Gambenol funtida nyama ya bendu foka pare fanan godol fanan funtida mel mu Gambianol leti and they belongs to the UDP wal mu UDP mollet wal fanan demonstrate taje ako mo klingol the same party wal molle funtita nu in 3 years jonna jang bankoto the demonstrate and even right now mo klingol mu it will be anticipate kan pour 11 pour funti fana adun wo mu tonyaleti it's very clear munati nanga ko wo mu tonyaleti number 1 million ko demonstrate taje in United States will be la told felenti jang I was working with them in the UDP. I have their names. Me yalon ko I work with them dolle ka contribution okay ka kija UDP single national anin ka bureau jo ka electricity jo ni ko president on sa afuntita ako fo kare mu ñil mu UDP munati nam ta fola ko ide a UDP because mel bije Lamin Silla me yalon ko bota ñani
wala baro ji anunje he should say that also
mbatu wobe damento falay balde ñol le bije nu falay balde atele Lamin itolle Lamin Silla nati wo bungoto is self-contained in Villas Avenue yeah understand itolle Lamin Silla nati je wo bungoto atenin fenke Halifa Konteñol anin Tijan Jan itolle jeta wo private house. So Kabiri ata okay so but let me just quote ñille bije melialon ko bije and the other people melialon ko like seni jaaju ñol njundu sane wala we all know Amadou Sane la doma men bije wala ntol nga wala jeje and also Mbodj Seydi Gam men keranu council general in Washington DC wala bije nu and Basiru Njai Kiak they are all my friends ntolle ka kacha. So, ni President Wofo, he got the correct answer. What am I to go that question? Are they Gambian? Are they just activists or are they UDP? They are definitely UDP. They are Gambians. And they have the right. Amafoko imanyana kelade. President never said that. Is there constitutional right for the funti yela nyanto itandi kume yalon ko amandi democracy wala nyine bari ate fana e memfo a nyanta wala fola wala mo nyiti ko tonya modol funtita yem bendu nyinyama e bendu nyinya foko pare fana tata meeting oto with those people mol kachata about Gambia la issue wo kam fana modo fana funtita yela kam fa itandi wal mu Gambian wolati adum fana UDP.
Thank you very much, Honorable Science. Thank you very much for coming. So I will give equal time to Nyawuru because ngere follow Nyininkano, right?
How many minutes did you give me?
Honorable Ngamere. So Nyawuru, can you respond?
I just want to click this thing. I'm saying that once again, Mr. Mballow, can you remember before the cold sugar coat Kanyana? We are disappointed in this government, in the leadership, and the people around him. We no doubt the president is behaving like this because his advisors are all in self-denial of the realities on the ground. Ntema amira ko nyul nyanta ka ofo. Munati na president wala diamo kono because ntol fanale menje wo teleto. Ataka men fo melia bendungi be nge jele be NPP ko la fo kay ka NPP dendi ko ledu. But I'm all call NPP Gambians now. Yalo Mr. Advisor, with all due respect, I'll have a president on a double standard lebula. I need Banco unify. President should be a unified and not somebody who is divisive. Well, mel be a bendung. Mote je me alon ko man UDP man NPP ti sato de la adung. I be la adung. Ya bendung he was happy. The other sect hani man dendi kadum. So we ntol si wala la kumo fonta wo group do because group do NPP group because ti sato le dung political color having Barros face on it is not required welcome. Ñin dol man hani political ti sat killing dung. Ila normal attire you all doing they protest on behalf of Gambia. And that is true. They might belong to political parties like UDP, fine. That doesn't disown them to be Gambian. So as a president, muna name for like NPP UDP Gambians. Nindol me man kola du mume ke ko UDP Gambia ko yesu tele yelon. In the struggle men ke te wole silo bula. Gambia is doomed. Definitely yes.
Gambia sign. Gambia sign.
Niento la problem ol jube. Ni presidential advisor nat. Ye president fon nat. Il faut accepter qu'il deny even if on le melta do ko le statistique même bonde président kata ka o deny ye moment ta do ko le ka jo wuli tan nani wuli tan sabani fe na men nadi iko man soté même fo wole soté ite ko kibaro ni o proof ni activity ka bonde bi. So if the advisors are there, they are not adding value to him. Even the president is consistent more than them. Adungate aka component men advise youth and sport afanye ko wala budget o minute any serious government in this world, the cream of society, 63% of the Gambian population are youth. And in India, it's a budget of Mujelle, that's a youth component of budget. Mr. Advisor, I alone la budget of 20, or I alone at a hand laugh. Because any serious government, $123 million. Willem is the budget allocated for youth and sport. Not only youth there, youth and in sport. Out of that, 99 million is recurrent budget. Well, I mean, the person member take office furniture, salaries, overhead, travel for the ministers, department heads, permanent secretaries. Only 23 million for development for both youth and sport. You can call that a serious government? You can call that a serious country? Which country in this world will invest 23 million in a year for youth and sport? Namanke Gambia and Barrow. When the State House, as a single entity, in a development budget, is more than 60 million Gambian dollars. The recurrent budget, after even the appropriation budget may not in this 2022, the approved one is 677. No, 1.1 billion State House. The approved one. The recurrent, you look at the appropriation bill that was brought, the appropriation budget, they cut it to 677 million for State House. When the youth sector and the youth component of the Gambia get 123, you want to tell me that country is serious about developing? Even into youth, handing to like kuda youth, it all develop no la wala. You fix overhead. It even more youth project like bondi no la. Even more youth initiative like established no la with only 23. That is the only development budget. The rest is recurrent. Bill Jolu, G Jolu, sewage, whatever, capacity building program all may embed in the constitution. Are we a serious country? And he is the advisor on that component. Then the youth in this country are doomed. With that amount, may develop agriculture may cover. It take go. If it is come to 10 tractors or 7 tractors, Gambia was sort of nearly left time and left politicized. Region or region in the 8 administrative area, tractor killing the laba. Banko be hasot. But the tractor be Juruma, you are. And in Sierra, NBR, you are Sierra, NBR coal. LRR coal, West Coast region coal. What am I sort of? il be Gambia kila do be ka seno leke sa ite ka mune yitandi molla. It should not be like you la request, Kadilema request. It should be said that was not on request basis. It was a grant to the Gambian people. Yen soalale. Yen soala agriculture le mafo ko CRR or URR agriculture, Gambian agriculture.
Go by your time.
Ya lo ndeka men fo. Ñu len ko te mel ya lo ka ku mara ni banko ka. Na balu nyaabe kasara ri. Lopitan ko bu ka fo ite hanle diam. Nte tata lopitan na muso is sick. Nte fo ningo nanni bota janden tata. Lopitan. Even knee brace. Me alon ko isa so no more like in the world wide world. In Gambia kono imagine I just na ba candidate Mr. Mballow in studio abe candidate
small thing.
And it's not small thing. I don't want Mr. Mballow to
conclude ngada.
So but in the Kaacha on this agenda. You are jumping.
No, I'm not. You're not conclusive.
We are not on a political.
No,
we are not political.
I'm concluding my remark. Mr. Mballow, don't say those are small things. Lopitano do blow for because of the Boro Masoje, Mr. Mballow, you'll tell me that is a small thing.
Boro TJ.
Atije.
Okay,
Mr. Mballow, Boro te Lopitano do kununko. Mbona Lopitano do ndara prastamol sam pharmacy. Ela mo ni mengena ni toro walte ela mo na mengena ni toro wata. Antenatal card. Ni muso kono mate ka card men diala Lopitano do nte ngasa ne billahi wallahi ngana futa ni bundato $50 opposite polyclinic because polyclinic masoro I have to buy it from the Sarahule printer opposite. Aka print nyama kasa. Billahi, wallahi, tallahi.
From a Sarahule store?
From a store opposite polyclinic. Write it down. Ika print it sopo mbije yellow color card ngasa $50. Polyclinic buka hani wosoto. Mr. Mballow to be seen in the albe dokwo. Banko tinyata. Lopitan kaito antenatal card musu kono mata kata polyclinic ala nyininka fama sanje. Hani bago men bakala kono $50 ngasanjele billahi wallahi talla kallate woto ndefon tata lopitan go so nyim banko membe jang is melbe place to melbe kedin tol kamen je luwolo ka fo be wala deny officially for best reasons known to them because kuno yekudo jawyande bi tawol bete yandi nola kuno nyim mol be janne yaaja me ko kuke mem mambete e ka fo la du ngo appreciate muna na say wo kukilingol be kire be support ka. What is wrong? Something is wrong somewhere. Well, they are serving their master too, like the people who were enabling him. That is it.
Thank you very much.
I rest my case.
Thank you very much.
Gambia is doomed there.
Thank you very much. Nga mol tentu ke jay baake mo be Kerr Fatou jibe kan numbe mol dani la dong ye tenten ka stal sen Kerr Fatou e wo be mako la baake la na programme ol mialon ko be wala ke kan al stal sen alla comment box o balal be stal jele dale asen dong wo be mol mako la baake al star jama bal sen Kerr Fatou ngal tentu ka jay baake nga honorable Saikou Mballow tentu ka jay baake ama kole andi nyof ko sam pour ka futana jang nga tentu ka jay baake wato mialon ko wala dinna pour ka la time ta ka bonam fo state house kananam fo jang Nyawuru Komma ngasoto last week bari akam tere ko ama fo nye ko mbatatale kabrin kaya ko ay nanang pour panelo nye balance akonye ko no problem man kuma fo wala kan so afana ya soni ande mbulu bakele pour kana ka diamu banko la koti woto nyindem banko la koti non mbela fla non pour ka layno yele bari nyindo mu is recorded nga nyim programme o nyin record le wala nante layno yella recorded programme olem bari ngana technician ol tendu ke jay baake Charles Elvis Ngomma tele be siri masingoto Mustafa Jiniol be camera to ani momo mi alon ko contribute nyim programme wala alnal badi malem nunte buba gaji go wassalam.
Your days of you have insufficient funds in your account are finally over.
The Collected Credit just reached an unbeatable level, raising the bar way beyond reach. With your new Collected Credit, you can continue your conversations with your loved ones with zero credit.
With your new Collected Credit, you can borrow credit to activate or purchase data, make calls, SMS Express, and the phone ring service.
Call or SMS 152 to get your Collected Credit and activate the service of your choice.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
agada
ke mbijan ro aga nyaade
albaka
mbaka important
yo nga transfer la sto
ya transfer la
ha code nyinji
okay for sana
nsila id soto
sa so sorry agada
mbijan ro
albaka
mbaka
bara alla service o tariaka
bare
mo ki janna nun kono bara tariaka
jannom yona forest de bureau gambia ton kon na no mbali ya bere birim koyna fo katon
bari si kodo kino katon nim fo bolon blabe
56 branches mola soto gambia jam
ha
gambia kono ani gambia bantala bankol nko kodo kiya bere kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw jannom number 1 di nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol dir fana beteata gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moy o diat
apelenta
baraka ba ya lafta nyelen kendol e bina
yalo bu kanila ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka
bari biyo ken kontan batale bari inatal pour kanna bullo ko jibe
ito kontan tele makura bari ala ya lonte mon kontan de makura kana nyina ko teninte belbe tubabu dudula kili ngoto ngokko di baka to ngoki nan jang pour yena dula dada ni tata na dula to makura ala ya lon njuso malla ama hani futa dula to dula din anu birite loro commencé woni bitema ama hani me
no ama me to nyalom
ke bara fonye mune muy la kulloti
ndela kullu baluwolti
Baluwo way fo baluwo ko loro fanankele
ikka loro fanankele
nyen kunna soniyata ta www.baluwo.com anim baluwo isela bulloran jorangol be sang anila kudula asatare mambata jorangol membu ko cemento kenyo babarol nil peruol woni nga nyon jamal ta baluwo.com yen jorangol be sang ila dinkira bado adungite batala je anim baluwo ifangole marate la kudula